All praise to you, gracious Creator. You have gathered us in this university community to praise you by our words and our works. Bless the University of Alberta, which seeks to teach whatsoever things are true. Bless the students and professors, the non-academic staff and support staff, the administration, those who volunteer at the university, Board of Governors, Senate, and Alumni Council, and all who promote sound education in our community. We ask that those who leave here today, blessed with their degrees, may be given grace and strength to serve in our global home. May we grow in wisdom and grace before you and all your people. May this university always be a home of truth and wisdom, of faith and goodwill towards all. Please be seated. Welcome to the University of Alberta on this rather cool November day, although I know there's a lot of warmth in this auditorium. My name is Ralph Young. I have the privilege of serving as the Chancellor of the University of Alberta and representing the public interest in the university. On behalf of our entire community, I am delighted to welcome you all to this convocation. To begin, I wish to acknowledge and honor all Indigenous peoples, including the Inuit, Métis, and First Nations of Treaty 6, and to acknowledge the traditional lands on which we are gathered today. I also wish to acknowledge and honor the immigrants from many nations whose contributions have added so much to our rich heritage. Our university is blessed with a diverse and inclusive culture that is built on the legacy of all those who have come before us. Today, we pledge to uphold that legacy as we continue to pursue whatsoever things are true. This is a time of great joy and thanksgiving, and we are very glad that so many friends and family members could join us as we celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates. I know that our lives are busy, and in my experience, the older one gets, the more things seem to speed up. Chief Crowfoot of the Siksika Nation once said, and I quote, "What is life? It is a flash of a firefly in the night. It is the breath of a buffalo in the wintertime. It is a little shadow that runs across the grass and loses itself in the sunset." Throughout your life, you'll experience many signal milestones and rites of passage. Your graduation from the University of Alberta is just such an occasion, and we are honored to share this celebration with you all. The tradition of convocation, a gathering together of all qualified degree holders in a university community, dates back almost 700 years to medieval times. Generations and generations of scholars have walked in your footsteps. Led by our Chief Marshal and the University Mace, today's formal procession originated in the Procession of the Guild of Teachers. Several overarching symbols watch over your convocation. The University coat of arms above us includes the great horned owl, Alberta's official bird, the Book of Learning, the pronghorn from Alberta's coat of arms, and our own golden bear, mascot of our university. Our university motto, Que Quumque Vera, Latin for whatsoever things are true, is at the foundation. The academic gowns, hoods, and caps declare in their various designs and colors the academic qualifications of the faculty who are here to celebrate with you. Similarly, the academic apparel you wear today signifies to everyone here and to society your degree of proficiency as graduates. But the most important part of the ceremony occurs when each of you crosses the stage as your name is called. The moment we shake hands is the act that confers your degree, and that is the moment that binds us together for alumni for all time. In that moment, you become both the present and the future of the University of Alberta. All of us here, your family and friends, are witness to that promise. All of the history and tradition that today's ceremony leads us directly to you, our graduates. This is why we are so glad you are here. It is your talents and your vision for the future that we celebrate today. We're also privileged to welcome Mr. Charles Hansel, who has accepted our invitation to receive an Honorary Doctorate of Laws. An honorary doctorate recognizes inspiring role models and leaders celebrates extraordinary achievements, or recognizes remarkable service to society. Also joining the celebration on stage today is our President, Dr. Indira Samarasekera, our Board Chair, Mr. Douglas Goss, and I'm also equally delighted to welcome here on stage Chancellor and Board Chair Emeritus and past honorary degree recipient, Dr. John Ferguson, past honorary degree recipient, Dr. William Stewart, and past honorary degree recipient, Dr. Margaret Ann Armour, and Mr. Matt General, MLA for Edmonton Southwest. I would also like to recognize Elder Pauline Paulson, who is here today to extend a special personal note of congratulations to our Aboriginal graduates as they receive their degrees. We're all here to celebrate, and I hope you will enjoy this day. I would now like to start by having greetings brought from our Board Chair, Douglas Goss.
Well, thank you, Eminent Chancellor, Mr. Ralph Young, Dr. Indira Samarasekera, distinguished guests, graduates, family and friends, Charles Hansel and his family and friends. I'm honored to be here today to bring greetings on behalf of the Board of Governors of your university. Convocation is a rare and important time when the entire university community gathers to celebrate the achievements since our last ceremony, and today you will be graduating from an institution that's recognized as not only one of Canada's leading universities, but one of the top 100 in all of the world. We have much to celebrate, but most especially today, we celebrate you, the graduating class of 2013. We're confident that the knowledge you've gained through hard work and dedication will serve you well as you face the many challenges that we face together in our society. By completing your programs and studies, each of you has achieved a rare level of excellence, which will be forever recognized in your university degree. And now, it's our great privilege of acknowledging your success. The Board of Governors salutes you today, and we hope this ceremony will be remembered as a highlight in a full and satisfying career. And we join with your family and friends in offering our sincerest congratulations and our very, very best wishes and everything you have to challenge you in the future. Congratulations to each of you and to those of you especially who encouraged you and supported you and have made this possible today. Now my privilege to introduce Mr. Matt General, MLA for Edmonton Southwest, to bring greetings on behalf of the province of Alberta. Matt.
Thank you, Mr. Goss. President, Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Board of Governors, Mr. Hansel, faculty members, staff, students, family and friends, ladies and gentlemen. I am pleased to bring greetings on behalf of Premier Alison Redford, who wishes she could be here today, and my colleagues in the Alberta Legislature. Congratulations to Mr. Charles Hansel, Chuck as he's affectionately known, for earning an Honorary Doctor of Laws degree for your contributions to this province, this country, and indeed the chemical industry. I am honored to join all of you as we congratulate the class of 2013 on reaching this monumental day. Today marks the beginning of a new chapter in your life, one that is filled with infinite possibility and great promise. When I think back to my graduating class, though it wasn't that long ago, I can still remember how I felt. It was a mix of emotions. I was so glad to be finished studying. I was excited and optimistic about what the future held. Thankfully, I had good mentors in my life who helped me realize a key message. Not everyone has to follow the same path. Some of you are finishing your first or second or third or maybe even fourth university degree. Some of you may move right into a job or a career. Some of you may continue with your studies. Some of you may become politicians. Not that I'd encourage that. I graduated from this university only 10 years ago with a degree in arts. I knew that I wanted to somehow be involved in helping build this province. I didn't know it then, but the path has involved working for Edmonton Economic Development, the provincial government, and the federal government. I didn't know it when I graduated, but the skills and knowledge I gathered in the classroom were critical to my success on this path. Just as important, the people I met along the way in the classroom, in the library, or perhaps elsewhere on campus were always critical to my success. With your new degree in law, science, engineering, pharmacy, native studies, public health, or the other areas offered at the Augustana campus, with your new degree under your cap, you have the entire University of Alberta behind you. For more than 100 years, people have been moving from these hallways into the wider world. You are leaving a great institution, one of the best institutions, and you're moving into a great community. Our province is full of opportunity. Our economy is strong, our communities are vibrant. But there is still much work that needs to be done. But that can-do spirit is what runs through the veins of all Albertans, is what drives our progress, and it is that spirit that we need your generation, our generation, to embrace and rekindle. I'm convinced that our generation possesses the will to bring about the changes we need to move Alberta forward. How far your leadership, inspiration, and determination take you in this province, that's up to you. As U of A graduates, you are now poised to help shape your destiny, the destiny of this province. We're asking you to help build Alberta. Be proud of what you have accomplished here today and celebrate it in the company of family and friends. It is through your hard work and initiative that you have reached this amazing milestone. Congratulations to you, the graduating class of 2013.
Graduates of 2013, congratulations to you all. What a wonderful day of celebration in the midst of a chilly Alberta November. We are all here with family and friends, colleagues and classmates, filled with the warmth and satisfaction that comes from having done something important, done it together, and done it well. Today we celebrate and acknowledge how much you have accomplished, how much you have learned, both about the world and about your own talents, passions, and abilities. Be proud of your achievements. Be thankful to your parents and families for all the support they've given you. It wasn't all that long ago that I was where your parents are today, watching my daughter cross the stage with pride. As we left the ceremony, I asked her, "So what did you think of the convocation speech?" "Oh, the speech," she deadpanned. "I don't remember a word." So now I know. What can I tell you that you will remember tomorrow morning after today's celebrations? I'm going to keep it simple. Be you and be your best. I know in asking you to be you that I risk being cliched. Indeed, a comedian once noted that a graduation ceremony is an event where the convocation speaker tells thousands of students, all dressed in identical caps and gowns, that individuality is the key to success. Let's face it, it's not easy to stand out at convocation, whether you're a graduate or the president addressing the audience. And yet, even though we're all here, all dressed alike, we are paradoxically all celebrating your personal accomplishments and journey to self-discovery. Each one of you is coming to the end of an educational experience that is unique to you. Whatever comes next must likewise be rooted in who you are. And here's the tricky part. To achieve this, you need to know who you are, and then find a place where you can have the greatest impact. Let me tell you a story from my own life to illustrate. Shortly after my own convocation, I began my engineering career in an oil refinery as a mechanical maintenance engineer. Like all jobs, it had its frustrations. There was one piece of machinery, the boiler, which continually broke down and required repeated repairs. I couldn't believe how often we had to replace the boiler tubes. It bothered me that so much time and materials were wasted. What could be done, I wondered. First, I thought it was a people problem. Clearly, things were not being fixed correctly. And then I realized that the problem went deeper. The very materials that the equipment was made of couldn't bear the high temperature at which they were expected to operate. The quality simply wasn't there. A problem solver at heart, I decided that I wanted to do something about that. So I ended up back in university, where I found a way to take my own personal strengths and change the very materials that boilers are made of. My career since then, a blend of academia and industry, has taken me to almost every continent, enabling me to meet extraordinary people, work with inspiring colleagues and students, and apply the results of our research to steel companies trying to make a high-quality, defect-free product. Steel is a fundamental building block of our world. It's essential that it be of the highest quality possible. The same is true for each one of us. We are all, like steel, the fundamental building blocks of strong communities. One day, each of you will have a story to tell, much like the one I just told you about myself. For some of you, the story may unroll more or less as planned. For others, it will involve unexpected twists and unforeseen conclusions. Who knew that a faulty boiler could change a person's life? My advice to you today is to watch for opportunities. Pay attention to the details and find your chance to be your best self. As Martin Luther King, the great American civil rights leader, once said, "If it falls to your lot to be a street sweeper, sweep streets like Michelangelo painted pictures. Sweep streets like Beethoven composed music. Sweep streets like Shakespeare wrote poetry." Be you. Be your best. I have tremendous confidence in all of you to do just that, and I'll tell you why. Today, you become members of an incredible community of people, the worldwide community of 275,000 U of A alumni. The story of our alumni is quite remarkable. Look at that story from the big picture, and you'll find that more than 70,000 organizations founded by U of A alumni here and all over the world have annual revenues of more than $348 billion each and every year. More importantly, they employ 1.6 million people. But change the focus and zero in on the detail, and you can see a U of A alumni heading up Tijuana's first pediatric medical center, another sitting as mayor of Edmonton, another running Asia's largest retail clothing company. You'll see a nursing alumni editing one of Canada's top magazines, grads of our medical school at the head of a major video game company, a political science alumni making horror movies. Focus again, and you see that more than 60% of Alberta's classrooms have a U of A alumni in front of them. I have confidence in you because I know what U of A alumni have accomplished in this world, just like our exceptional honorary degree recipient today, Charles Hansel. And I expect nothing less of you. Today, as you cross the line from student to alumnus, you become a permanent member of the University of Alberta family. This is your university, and you are our alumni, and that means something. It means that your story will become part of the larger U of A alumni story. The story is now yours to move forward, to push in new directions. But as you do, remember that this story has, like steel, some essential elements that lie at its core. First, there's the U of A motto, which is to pursue whatsoever things are true. And then there is the call to service, to do your utmost to contribute and be part of uplifting the whole people. Graduates, be you. Seek truth. Be your best. Meet that challenge, and we'll all watch as great things happen. My warmest congratulations and very best wishes to all of you.
A University of Alberta honorary degree is intended to recognize and honor outstanding individuals whose significant achievements and contributions are worthy of the university's highest honor. The awarding of an honorary degree is intended to encourage a standard of excellence which is exemplary to students and to society. While fields of endeavor and accomplishments vary widely, each recipient is truly unique, and each recipient, by accepting an honorary degree, brings honor to this great university. The vision of the University of Alberta is to inspire the human spirit through outstanding achievements in learning, discovery, and citizenship in a creative community, building one of the world's great universities for the public good.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University of Alberta, it is my privilege to introduce Dr. Charles Harold Hansel for the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws. A highly respected chemical engineering alumnus of the University of Alberta, Mr. Hansel has spent the last half-century building bridges between technology and operations, between management and frontline employees, between corporate citizens and environmental leaders, between executives and governing boards, and between post-secondary institutions and the professional world. From his past roles on the boards of directors and frequently the chair of 10 public corporations and on boards of numerous other organizations, Chuck Hansel is what we might call a captain of industry in Canada, one who leads by example and one who both acknowledges and embraces the responsibilities that come with such leadership. A fellow of the Canadian Academy of Engineering, past chair of the Canadian Manufacturing Association, and vice chair of the Canadian Council of Chief Executives, Mr. Hansel is recognized across Canada as a leading mind in corporate governance. Colleagues describe him as someone who always sees the big picture, offers thoughtful advice, and then personally works hard to build consensus in fulfilling the vision. A former CEO of CIL, Canadian Industries Limited, and former chair of the Canadian Chemical Producers Association, Mr. Hansel's many legacies include the Responsible Care Program, dealing with the safe handling and use of industrial chemicals over their entire life cycle, truly from cradle to grave. Starting in Canada, the Responsible Care Program now guides industries in over 60 countries around the world in improving their environmental, health, and safety performance. Mr. Hansel was appointed a member of the Order of Canada for his leadership in this key initiative and other areas. To quote one of his colleagues, he always invoked the highest ethical standards. He was unwavering in doing what was right rather than what was most expedient. His efforts on environmental responsibility are another example of his very ethical approach, not just to his work, but also to his volunteering. Keen to ensure that future generations are committed to responsible and environmentally sustainable practices in business and engineering, Mr. Hansel has also made enduring contributions to university excellence across Canada. We honor him today for his vision, integrity, and outstanding leadership. Eminent Chancellor, with great respect, I present to you Charles Harold Hansel.
Charles Harold Hansel, in recognition of a visionary business leader for enduring contributions to environmental stewardship, corporate governance, and post-secondary education, I desire to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws, and to express the hope that we shall continue to be enriched by your wise counsel for many years to come. Congratulations, Charles. I'll take this. So she'll just take that and give it to your notes, and we'll take it over.
Eminent Chancellor, President, Chairman of the Board of Governors, graduates, families, and friends. I'm delighted and I feel deeply honored to receive this recognition from my alma mater. I've had a long and fulfilling career in the manufacturing industry since graduating from chemical engineering back in 1953. I have felt a deep sense of gratitude for the start the university gave me in that pursuit. I've always kept in touch and have been very proud and impressed by the way U of A has grown and evolved since then. The recent study by the business faculty on the enormous impact that the alumni have had on the economic and social fabric of Alberta and beyond is incredible and truly humbling. I'm also delighted that I have a large part of my family could be with me today, and in this busy world, getting them all in one place at one time is an accomplishment all by itself. And thanks for being here. I would like to briefly talk about the state of business as I see it, the challenges, some of the challenges it faces, the role I hope many of you will play in addressing these challenges. When I graduated in 1953, the economy was in a very different place. We were in a post-war boom, and I had the good fortune to be employed by CIL in the construction and startup of Canada's first polyethylene plant in Edmonton East. In fact, two of my colleagues from that time are my guests today. A member of my graduating class who also joined CIL, and my first boss there, who was an earlier U of A graduate. And I'm just delighted that they both could be with me today. My career in CIL spanned 35 years, and in many of their different businesses before becoming chairman and CEO. My second career was in the Canadian-based global primary textile business, and my third career was in corporate governance as a director with a number of industrial public companies. Throughout my career, I've had the good fortune to be involved with companies with very high standards of business ethics, and where concern for employees, health and safety, and environment, and the welfare of the communities in which they operated were paramount. They were not perfect, but they had a built-in culture of doing the right things for the long-term success of the business. Unfortunately, the capitalist system, as embodied in many public corporations in North America, has not served shareholders or society particularly well in the past decade or two. Call it greed, bad management, or bad governance, but the meltdown of the financial system in the developed world and the Great Recession that followed has become a defining record for a current generation of executives. Trust in business has reached historic lows, and the trust in CEOs even lower, nearly to the level of politicians. There is serious friction between the business and society, and it comes at a time when we need this relationship to be positive to aid in recovering economic growth and prosperity in this country. Let me be clear at the onset that I share a belief that capitalism has been and can continue to be the greatest engine of prosperity yet devised, but that we will need it to be at the top of its job-creating, wealth-generating game in the years to come. And in order to do this, business must reform and rewire itself, and its practitioners must start thinking deeply about its value and role in society. In my view, because of stock market forces, too many companies are putting far too much management effort into achieving expected quarterly operating results, emphasizing the short term and postponing the execution of longer-term plans. Also, this short-termism creates a tendency to focus on regulatory compliance rather than taking a proactive approach to the environment and sustainability. So business must make a commitment to serving all the major stakeholders, not just the shareholders, including employees, suppliers, customers, communities, and the environment, which I refer to as the multi-stakeholder model. That business model is not new. Many companies have, in their annual report, mentioned the importance of other stakeholders in corporate policies and in action plans, but fewer have actually changed their business models and their core strategies to incorporate those stakeholders' needs and the opportunities that are associated with them. Focusing on this type of strategic integration, that is, satisfying customer needs and retooling supply chains in combination with taking a proactive view on environmental and sustainability challenges is not only the right thing to do, but in fact it will lead to greater value creation for the whole enterprise over the long haul. Capitalism depends on public trust for its legitimacy and its very survival. Success in applying the multi-stakeholder model, in my opinion, is the route to recovering the trust that has been lost. I'd like to give an example of a company that has applied this philosophy with some success. Unilever manufactures and markets globally a wide range of consumer products in the healthcare arena. 3 years ago, they set out the Unilever Sustainable Living Plan and committed to a 10-year plan for sustainable growth. And this plan applies across the entire value chain, taking responsibility for their suppliers, distributors, and crucially, for how the ultimate customers actually use the products. Sustainability is the heart of their business model. For example, they have sustainable strategies for and measurements for health and hygiene outcomes, improved nutrition, and water conservation, among other things. The company's growth is on track after 3 years, and their relative stock performance has been strong. Closer to home, the oil sands and pipeline companies are deeply enmeshed in the perception and reality debate around environmental, sustainability, and safety issues. I know that in this area, the engineering faculty continues to be heavily engaged. Satisfactory solutions are vitally important, not only to Alberta, but to the entire economy of Canada. In summary, I'd like to leave the graduates with this message. Business worldwide are subjected to many environmental and sustainability challenges that vary with their location and the location of their suppliers and customers. Some enlightened companies have integrated these considerations into their core business strategies and action plans, looking to develop a competitive advantage. Others have been focused more on short-term issues and view these considerations as being part of risk assessment. In other words, a reactive strategy. Sustainability and the environment issues today are all about leadership and innovation. I'd encourage all graduates to look for that leadership in the companies in which you choose to work for. Individuals with the scientific, technological, and problem-solving skills that you have acquired over your years at U of A are ideally suited to playing a leadership role in addressing these pressing issues. So thank you for your kind attention. Best wishes for success wherever your interests take you. Thank you.
Chuck, thank you for your very wise words to our audience and to our graduates. Your understanding of the relationship between business and society and the responsibility that business has to ensure that it meets all the goals of society in your multi-sector, multi-stakeholder model will be a message which will be well taken by many of the people in this room. So thank you so much. You honor us by your acceptance of our honorary degree, and we welcome you to our university alumni. To commemorate this honorary degree, we'll now have Dr. Charles Hansel sign our university honor roll. Thank you, Dr. Hansel. Now it's official. And now, graduates, it's your turn. Shortly, the Dean, President, and I will present the statements to confer your degrees. You'll then come up and cross the stage. As the name of each graduate is called, I will then formally admit you to your degrees, and we will have an opportunity to congratulate you. On your journey across the stage, you will also walk past the University of Alberta ceremonial mace. Centuries ago, the mace was a symbol of authority over life and death. Today, this mace represents the life-changing power of knowledge and the importance of our university and our graduates in our community.
Candidates for degrees will please rise and follow page 3 of the convocation program. Eminent Chancellor and President, on behalf of the faculties, I present to you these scholars and ask that they be pledged and admitted to the degrees to which they are entitled.
Do you promise faithfully to observe and loyally to maintain the statutes, customs, privileges, and liberties of this, your university? Do you solemnly promise to conduct yourself in all things loyally and faithfully to the honor of your university, the encouragement of learning, and the good of your country? These things.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with the consent of this university, I admit you to the degrees to which you are entitled, and invest with you all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining to such degrees. I charge you to use them for the uplifting of the whole people, to inspire the human spirit, and for all who believe to serve your God, and to pursue more steadfastly whatsoever things are true. Please be seated.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Philip Bryden, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Law. For the degree of Master of Arts, Natalia Kostyuk. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Jonathan Schaefer, I present the following degrees, or graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Science. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Muhammad Shafiul Azam. Antonio Allen Babbage. Greg Mark Baniak. Philip Daniel Batista. Ahmed Syed Fath Allah Belal. Dunia Bianco Acuna. Brenna Arliss Brown. Elizabeth Gale Corkum. Ivandro de Souza. Edwin Ikoria Ebabawe. Sonia Francis. Timothy Michael Furtak. Jamie Gorel. Caleb Leroy Gray. Matthew John Hamilton. Neil Robert Hobson. Sean Joy. Nadia Kreimer. Eric Leslie Gerald Legg. Jonathan Michael Martin. Greg Lee Melton. Samson Mumi Nyanumba. Ikena Theodore Orama. Diane Michelle Orihel. Shuashuang O. Sawa Senzaki. Silogini Tanaraja. Stephanie Lee Vogt. Liv Solveig Vors. Mohammed Farouk Wahab. Jiu Wang. Stephanie Yuan Yi Wong. Faye Renwick Wyatt. Jindong Yang. How you? Jihyun Yun. Xiaozhou Zhou.
Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Arts, Jennifer Allison Baker. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Science, Chetan Adhikari. Abimbola Afolashade Afolabi. Benjamin Chinedu Agbo. Ajay Anandan. Mark Emerson Baker. Heather Michelle Bird. Ryan Blake Brenner. Cassandra Ann Brown. Fernando Rafael Castellanos. Judith Sinhang Chan. Ke Chen. Chinamerem Ihianyachukwu Denar. Eyo Aloysius Ekanam. Kingsley Chukwunalao Emeledim. Feifei Fu. Joel Han. Joss James Hentelman. Charlene Erin Hartman. Uin Tratrok Ho. Cheryl Ann Hodgson. Caitlin Lida Hurd. Arvind Jain. Feng Jie. Tibor Lengyel. Dapeng Li. Hong Lin. Ding Liu. Ray Liu. Michael Mills. Pita Mitra. Afoke Freda Mubogar. Uchena Loretta Metu. Ozioma Chinye Ofegobo. Amanda Carolyn Pichot. Berendra Kumar Pia. Alejandro Jose Ramirez Sanabria. Ranjith Ravindran Narayan Guru. Leslie James Robbins. Albert Ramos Romero Rosana. Jamal Omar Saleh. Hao Soy. Yan Sun. Zavara Sayed. Oksana Sergeyevna Tarasova. Lai Ti To. Yulia Vlasenko. Meijing Wang. Bonnie Patmore Whitehead. Krista Heather Williams. Solin Yang. Mohammed Zatabi Oskwi. Shuchen Zhang. Eileen Tsu. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Science with honors, Carrie Elizabeth Krawchuk with first-class honors. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Science with specialization, James Andrew Osland Barron. Elaine Christine Bishop. Cameron Donald Diamond. Emma Guttrell with distinction. Christopher David Glass. Danielle Raylee Matson with distinction. Sohaila Rajabi. Sylvia Romanovska with distinction. Susan Saidi. Mingchen Wang. Rachel Mary Ward Flanagan. Qi Zhang. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Tajos Damas Alemosa. Pauline Huang. Pamela Ray Campio McDonald. Stephen Chin. Lindsay Chopiak. Brittany Elizabeth Chubb. Anna Olga Serna Chudik. Nicholas Robert Francesco Couture. Sarah Melissa Deely. Amy Lee Dirksen. David McLaughlin Duke. Andrea Lynn Dunn with distinction. Idongasit Ekbe. Oluwa Damiliola Motonarayo Erenle. Lauren Ashley Foster. Afshan Hussein. Chase Cherian John. Sun Ho Kwan. Connie Le with distinction. Matthew Chunhang Leung. Jessica Shinyi Liu. Alexandra Mokano. Jessica Elizabeth Maloney. Brenda Ntiamwa. Halima Adetola Oyafiadi. Catherine Eve Pohoreski with distinction. Aisha Fatma Qureshi. Crisendra Analita Rodriguez. Amanda Rutledge. Nicole Jennifer Spencer. Colby Tess Gray Starman. Shun Su. Akshay Mahadev Tadkase. Devin Dale Wilcox. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor David Lynch, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Engineering. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Gayan Lasinta Amarasuraya Aruma Baduge. Saman Udea Bandara Atapatu. Sayed Mohammed Azmayesh Fard. Abul Basar Mohammed Baki. Mohammed Toidul Bashar. The degree of Master of Science is being awarded posthumously to Janatul Ferdous. Her husband, Dr. Bashar, is accepting the degree on her behalf. Murtaba Binazadeh. Ali Chamanara. Hossein Daneshvar. Admasu Shemelis. Admasu Shemelis Desalegne. Ning Ding. Afolabi Tewo Egbewande. Ali Faghinajad. Padide Gafour Moseni. Hossam Mohammed Hamdi Garib. Brian Godbolt. Alireza Habibzadeh Garen Baba. Mohammed Shaful Hassan. Said Abdulreza Hashemi. Christopher Michael Bustrom Holt. Sadegh Kazemi. Arash Kapazi. Mehdi Kaje. Shima Katibeseper. Renato Makiota Pulishi. Abraham Enauga Minene. Marcin Jezde Mijante. Hassan Mogimi. Ramin Hassanpur. Sohail Nazari. James Chunsun Ing. Tangwang Yen. Stephen Allen Oosterhoff. Joanne Gladys Phillips. Iraj Rahimi. Datien Quoc Tran. Tao Shu. Bashar Younes.
Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Science, Hala Aburizk. Ramya Anthony Cruz. Preeti Arkat Barath Kumar. Majid Bijani. Kevin Martin Breton. Dallin Scott Bullock. Samuel David Cardozo de Armas. Mulang Chen. Sridhar Dasani. Matthew David Dick. Hao Fang. Masa Ghaznavi. Debbie Fengshan Ha. Gazale Hagehat. Ichen Hao. Luong Tan Hong. Cameron Steve Horvath. Shi Huang. Kimia Hazanzada. Victor Hugo Jaimes Diaz. Chunqing Jiang. Margie Keshavaras. Sean Sinhur Liu. Shuning Li. Xinming Li. Alex Y.H. Lin. Megan Xingjian Liu. Ming Liu. Tianbo Liu. Derek John Lowen. Adam Mitchell Maunder. Nathaniel Manuel Melendez. Nushin Miandashti. Mashien Merek Meshevich. Nikhil Mittal. Tanvir Mustafi. Mehrdad Naseri Esfahani. Greg Michael Nelson. Jaskaran Singh Parmar. Shabahashri Pugzahenti. Navid Razai Sorchogai. Fabio Ernesto Rodriguez Corredor. Fayad Hassan Saba. Alexander Patrick Sampalianu. Shirin Shafai. Lokesh Baskarajan. Ryan Christopher Kent Starko Bowes. Matthew Thomas Stewart. Darija Tamiru Tefera. Elahe Tusi. Homan Vavka. Lin Wang. Juanru Wang. Jocelyn Nicole Westwood. Christopher Andrew Wallace-Chuck. Anthony Frederick Zeberoff. Minchang Zhang. Limin Zhang. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Engineering, Muhammad Afzal. Kasim Azhar. Sumalia Ghosh. Fardeen Habibzai. Etisham Ishfaq. Diraj Kapoor. Vikram Singh Kundu. Andres Mesa Ramirez. Tan Win. Mitrasa Kalmashpad Nimesh. Abdul Rehman. Jeffrey Michael Rule Epp. Puya Shariati. Kuram Shehazad. Mohsin Ahmad Siddiqui. Megan Elizabeth Sutton. Syed Shams Tabriz. Yongbo Wang. Syed Mehfooz Ali Zaidi. Ali Zulfikar. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Davis Bruce Hartfelder. Blen Degefu Jima. Zahir Mansour Shivji. Varun Suresh with distinction. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Camille Christian Chalifot with distinction. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Clara Chin. Naman Verma. Camilo Vishaseca. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Petroleum Engineering, Majdi Nuhad Mahdi. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor James Kerrer, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Isa Amara. Anwar Gamal Abd El Nasser Anwar Mohammed. Arash Falamarzian. Advaita Ganguly. Nayana Gujaral. Madhuri Newa.
Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Science, Argishti Bagdasarian. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy, Heather Alicia Wong. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Brendan Hokowitu, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Native Studies. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Native Studies, Cheryl Jane Scott. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Alan Berger, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Augustana faculty. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Bradley Justin Croto. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Management, Nana Owusu Asante Apetu. Shuai Bai with distinction. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Kwei Yong, I present the following graduates for degrees in the School of Public Health. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Fatima Hussein Al-Saya. Chongnam Huang. David Charles Jones. Jessie Lee Dawn McIsaac. Maria Beatriz Ospina. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Science, Yin Nue Ong. Mark John Bellatruti. Chuaju Lee. Rabinda Amaranath Singh Mahabir. Gitan Catherine Murphy. Luke Michael Price. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Public Health, Cindy Lee Anderson. Sanjaya Dakal. Maria Simona Todor. Gurech James Y.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculties, I present to you the remaining scholars whose names appear in the convocation program but who are not in attendance.
Wow, what a great afternoon. Dr. Charles Hansel, Chuck, it was a great honor to have you with us today, and thank you for allowing us to celebrate your exemplary career. We're also delighted, I think the graduates probably really appreciated your words. I certainly did, about corporate governance, business sustainability, importance of trust and leadership, two really great lessons. So again, my warmest congratulations to you, Chuck. I think you'll all agree with me that having 595 students graduate today is impressive. Today is a truly proud moment for the University of Alberta. In total, we will graduate 8,732 students at the convocation ceremonies held this spring and fall. Now, according to my rough calculations, that represents approximately 175,000 full-year courses completed and 13.7 million classroom hours. Now, if each of you actually did the average 3 hours of studying outside of the class for each hour in class, right? Of course you did. That's well over 24.7 million hours devoted to earning the degrees completed this year. Amazing, isn't it? All of those hours represent a lot of time. Time that you might have devoted to your family and friends, to cleaning the house, to doing the laundry, walking the dog, paying the rent. The time when your parents and families had to pick up the slack while you were otherwise engaged. So graduates, it's your turn to get up, turn around, and give a huge round of applause to all the people who supported you throughout, your parents, spouses, partners, children, siblings. Okay, now that I have you all back with us, it's time to turn our attention to the final part of today's ceremony. Graduates, today you irrevocably become part of the U of A family. I know you will do us proud and will join with the tens of thousands of alumni who have gone before you and do your part in uplifting the whole people. Before we formally induct you into the University of Alberta Alumni Association, We want to remind you of the journey you've been on to get to this ceremony with the presentation of a special video montage for which the words also appear in the back of your program. The song that accompanies the video, Je te retrouve, or I Remember You, was commissioned by Campus Saint Jean in celebration of the university's centenary in 2008 and is performed by Chorale Saint Jean under the direction of Laurier Fagnon. It was composed by Professor Emeritus Dr. Franz Lavoisier-Ouimet and arranged by U of A alumnus Dr. Alan Bevan and captures the hopefulness and potential of days spent at the university. I hope the images that will accompany the song show some of your own particular story and bring back fond memories of your time spent here. Enjoy.
Je Eminent Chancellor, my name is Tom Gooding, Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, 1978, and it is my honor to bring greetings from the Alumni Association. Among your alumni family are a Prime Minister, a Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, and a Nobel laureate, as well as many other outstanding builders, business leaders, artists, educators, and humanitarians from around the world. Alumni all dedicated to uplifting the whole people. Today, you become alumni of the University of Alberta. It is my honor to hereby welcome you and officially induct you to the University of Alberta Alumni Association. Graduates, would you please stand? As a new ambassador for the University of Alberta, I call upon you to use the knowledge you have gained here for the betterment of yourselves and others. I call upon you to maintain a lifelong connection with your university. As an alumnus of the University of Alberta, be proud of your degree and your fellow alumni. Nurture lifelong friendships cultivated on this campus. Celebrate our university's many successes and recommend it to others. Take part in your alumni association's many events and activities. You're officially a lifetime member of a powerful worldwide network of friends and colleagues. On behalf of all alumni, I'm very pleased to welcome you to the University of Alberta Alumni Association. Congratulations and best wishes in all your future endeavors. Please be seated.
Thank you, Tom. Just a few final words to our graduates. All of us on the stage understand how hard you've worked to get to this point today. We encourage you to keep learning and keep challenging yourselves. Seek opportunities that bring you joy and fulfillment, and find ways to give back to your community. Our honorary degree recipient today offered us a brilliant example of leadership and accomplishment. Dr. Charles Hansel, thank you once again for sharing your experience and wisdom with our university family. By accepting this honorary degree, you have brought great honor to the University of Alberta. Now, graduates, the world is also open for you to be leaders. Your hopes and dreams will give your life both purpose and meaning, and they will also become a foundation for our future as a community. On behalf of all those attending today, I now want to wish and thank our musical gifts of our superb vocalist, Ms. Callie Clayton, and our outstanding Convocation Band under the direction of Dr. Thomas Dust. And one last thank you. Thank you again for coming. Thank you for taking on the responsibilities of being a university graduate. And thank you for joining our university family. In most families, we celebrate special occasions by sharing a drink together. So I invite you to join us in the lobby just after this ceremony. Graduates, once again, our warmest congratulations. May your dreams take you far, and may you always remain close to your alma mater, the University of Alberta. Have a great day. you.